Yeah, g'day guys, Steve here from Dirt Bike A.D.V. Just watched a video by Nerd1, Melbourne-based YouTuber, who's done a lot of riding. He's done some great trips up the Cape York, Simpson Desert, Googs Track, a lot of different stuff. Very experienced rider. He's got lots of videos on the channel and that sort of stuff, but he just did one recently on bike weight and how much it matters. Great little video, and he talked about two things. Obviously the dead weight of the bike, full of fuel and empty. This bike from the factory was claimed to be 112 kilograms empty. I think it's probably reasonably close, but then again, I never really weighed it. I'm not going to let the fuel out of it and try and weigh it. I've now got the tower on it, got a rack on it. But basically, Dirt Bike Channel, Cole from Dirt Bike Channel weighs these bikes ready to race, so full of fuel, and I reckon it's a great idea, so well done to Cole. He's got a great list on his website. You just go to dirtbikechannel.com and you'll see all the different bikes. They're all enduro bikes, admittedly. They're none of the enduro A.D.V bikes or adventure bikes, but nonetheless a really good list of what their weight is ready to go. And yeah, roughly all the enduro bikes are around about the 9 to 10 litres of fuel, so they're fairly accurate. Adventure bikes vary considerably. They've got fuel tanks anywhere from 10 litres to 25 to 27 litres. So one of the things I think when we start to weigh adventure bikes is we have to state how much fuel's in it and what capacity or range that gives us. So this bike's got 15 litres in it, it's full of fuel, that gives me about 300 k's. I've just weighed it on the scale, come in at 133 kilos, full of fuel, oil, ready to go, ready to ride out the door. The other thing I'm going to do now is just quickly do the layover test. Nerd1 did it on a lot of different bikes. Have a look at his video. I'll put a link in the comments. It's bloody brilliant. And so I'm going to do it, and I'm going to send him this link as well too for this video, because he's to be congratulated. It was a great idea, and it talks about the dead weight of the bike. When the bike's laying over, how much do you need to lift to get it back upright? So I've got my scale set at 00 here. Excuse the camera angle. But I'm going to layer over it and have a look what it weighs. There it goes down to 40 kilos. So the lean weight is 40 kilos. That's the dead weight you have to pick up off the ground. Now, I just pick it up because it's leaking fuel. That's not from a dead lift, so it's not laying on the ground. But in fairness to the bigger bikes, they often have, the BMWs have their pots sticking out the side. KTMs have their tanks leaning out, so you can't get those bikes down to laying on their side so much. Not so bad the Tenere 700s, but certainly the bigger bikes you can't get them. So the method that Nerd1 used was to sit a scale on a milk crate or a bike stand, and I thought that's accurate enough, that's close enough. But that gives you my two values. Okay, so a bike that's got a 300k with 300k range with 15 litres of juice, weighs 133 kilos dead weight, and has a lean value of 40 kilos. I did it once already, it was about 40-42, so I think probably just a little bit inaccurate, but as Merv said, it's not a perfect science. But there you go, so well done to Nerd1. Have a look at his channel, it's good stuff. Yeah, I think it's something that a lot of people will get into, doing this, doing the dead weight of the bike, full of fuel, and the lean value. So yeah, well done Nerd1. Thanks guys, we'll talk soon.